What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. We're not actually gonna bounce the entire stream. That would probably drive you insane. What's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Uh-oh. Wait, why are we not talking? Oh, I am talking. You can hear me. Fine Thursday to you all. Good to see you. I thought the sound wasn't working, but it seems like it's working. So, how is everyone tonight? Oh man, I am super hyped, and thank you to Tanos for making the DVD screensaver bounce around. I'm sure we will find some good uses for that in the near future. But today, it is time for Spiral Remastered draft. We don't do that much limited on stream, but today is release day for Spiral Remastered. We're going to do a draft or two. Check out this new set. About 350, Kaishi, and the Shinmin. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, Benny? Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So that's the plan for today. Oh man, I am super excited. I loved original Time Spiral. I love old border cars. Hopefully we can storm or sliver or do something spectacular. So I think it's going to be super fun. So that's the plan for tonight. Time Spiral Remastered drafting, and then bonus stream tomorrow on the Commander YouTube. We're doing a Time Spiral Remastered theme Commander game on Tomer's stream with Gavin from WotC. So that's going to be super spectacular too. So 2 streams in a row. But tonight, all about Time Spiral Remastered Limited. So how's everyone doing today? Lucid, B-Stuck, Davish, Abriel Blazer, MTG Goldfish, B-Stuck, Niachuk, David, good to see you, Fleeway. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Hey, let's go, Terps. What's up, James? How are you? Good to see you. Pain Quill, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. I can't wait to draft either. I'm really hyped for this. I think this is going to be super fun. First time catching the stream? Well, Horatio, you came at a good night. Our rare limited stream for Time Spiral Remastered release. What's up, Jaguar? How are you? Good to see you. You tuned in to see a little script I hacked together. Oh, yes. Perfect timing, Tanos. It is hilarious. I love it. I had a hard time after you shared it with me earlier, not just like sitting here and watching myself bounce around to see if I hit the corner for like an hour, but I actually had like spoiler articles to write and real work to do, quote unquote, so I couldn't do it. Someday, when I take my next vacation, that's going to be what it's for. I'm just going to sit here and watch myself bounce around the screen until I eventually hit the corner, and then I can do something else, so. But anyway, let's do reminders and let's jump into a draft. I'd like to get in 2 drafts, hopefully, so the sooner we get into it, the sooner we can get into draft number 2, and the more likely we are to get 2 in. Kevin Flakes, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future, normal YouTube. Against odds, harmless offering yesterday, some crim action in historic today. Tomorrow's Much Brew. Oh boy. Dad Tribal for Modern. I'm not going to tell you what it means. You might be able to figure it out from the goofy day, but it's actually a really sweet deck. I was kind of impressed with how well tomorrow's Much Brew goes, so check that out tomorrow on the YouTube. Hey, what's up, Jace? How are you? Good to see you. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, good way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message right on stream. And a reminder that if you need some Time Spiral Remastered cards of your own, perhaps in the paper world, or maybe a Boros Charm, or a Static Orb if you want to make your Commander playgroup hate you, or a Bloodforged Battle Axe is buy listing for... Whoa. When did Bloodforged Battle Axe become an expensive card? How much is that card worth? That's an actual valuable card now? That's not even that long ago. How much is Bloodforged Battle Axe? $23? Oh my goodness. I did not realize that was so expensive. Well, if you need a $23 Bloodforged Battle Axe, which is actually several Bloodforged Battle Axes, if you hit your opponent, you can get them at cardkingdom.com, even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one, they'll hook you up. But with that stuff out of the way, oh man, it is time for Time Spiral Remastered. And Time Spiral Remastered, haven't played the actual remastered format yet, but Time Spiral, one of my favorite draft blocks. It is wacky. It has a lot of cool archetypes. types, it's got slivers, it's got storm, it's got suspend, it's really convoluted, it's got color shifted cards, plus we get the old border cards on top of it, so I'm hyped for this. I think it's going to be spectacular. Hopefully we do something fun, maybe we even win a little bit. I hope your tweet serve about killing one of your YouTube channel series was just a joke. Oh, Billy Bad Abe, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. So, Foros, what that was basically is, and then we're going to jump to the draft, is basically, especially during spoiler season, doing daily spoilers just takes up a lot of time, so I don't think I can keep doing 4 gameplay series and like 5 to 7 daily spoilers and the streams and Commander Clash and now 2 podcasts, so something's got to give, especially during spoiler season. So that's what I was trying to figure out, most specifically, is how to prioritize gameplay during spoiler season when I can't do as much as I do during a normal week. Munas, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Also, little bit of news today. I forgot. We should talk about this super quick. And then Spiral Remastered, I promise. We got some news today out of Wizards. Not big news, but interesting news. Of course, we know Strixhaven coming soon. Previews kick off March 25th. That is a week from today. So next Thursday when we stream, we'll be able to start talking about Strixhaven previews. And then we'll be in preview season for a minute. Then we have Modern Horizons, which is coming up in June, the beginning of June. And it's supposed to be even better and more interesting, I guess, more complex and higher power level than the first one, which that might be a little bit scary, but I'm really hyped for Modern Horizons. D&D set over the summer, and then we got confirmation this fall, September 17th, Innistrad Midnight Haunting, a werewolf set. Then 2 months later, November 19th, part 2 of Innistrad Crimson Vow, the Red Wedding of Magic, apparently. But 2 Innistrad sets 2 months apart coming this fall. So it is going to be a wild year. You can see it all laid out here. It is going to be absolutely absurd and exciting. And this looks like a really good layout. I don't know much about D&D. That's not really my thing, but I know other people are super hyped for this set. Innistrad's classic. Strixhaven looks sweet. Modern Horizons I'm hyped for. Time Spiral we're playing tonight, so it's going to be a very good year of Magic. Standalone Ghost, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So are you ready, chat? Are you ready? What do you think about Universes Beyond? I really don't like it, but what do you think? Oh boy. All right, let's get in our draft and we talk about it as we go along. I guess I've talked about it a little before, but when it comes down to it, like for me, if the game is good, I'm willing to put up with a lot. Do I think it's ideal to have other IPs coming in? I don't know. My hope is it brings in new players and it'll be worth it in the end. But I can also see why people have concerns. I think there are legitimate concerns. So for me personally, it's not really a huge deal. Especially they're not in standard. Hopefully they're just kind of like fringe cards, but I do get other people's concerned about it. But for me, like, if the game is good and the formats are healthy and the game is strategic and fun and deep, I'm willing to put up with quite a bit flavor-wise. But I know I come from like a weird perspective like that, because I come from a perspective where it was the strategy of Magic that brought me into the game, where other people are like, oh, it was the art or the flavor or whatever, the big dragons. So if you're coming into the game from that perspective, I can see how other IPs coming into the game would probably be a big concern for you flavor-wise. But for me, coming in from like really loving the strategy aspect of Magic being like poker mixed with like strategy board games I played as a kid, like that's what brought me into it. So for me, the flavor was like secondary, and I've grown to like appreciate it more since I've been playing. But yeah. How am I doing today? I'm doing wonderful. We are 1 player away from Time Spiral Remastered drafting. And I mean, D&D and Magic are pretty closely related. I think the other ones, Lord of the Rings and like Warhammer and who knows, a can of Pepsi, they could be coming in the future. Who knows how that'll go, but I mean, Crimson Vow sounds a little Red Wedding-ish, especially since we know it's about a wedding. They said it's about a vampire wedding. So it's gotta be like a werewolf set, and then they have a vampire set, and then the vampires come in whoa, 2 old border cards. Ooh, 2 old, do either of them have value? I am not above rare drafting. Laboratory Maniac, it is worth, $1. $1. Urborg is probably the most valuable card in this pack, actually. Yeah, Urborg's like $2, $2.50. All right, so what's good in this pack? Looking at this pack, pull this up so you can see a little bit better. All right, what do we got, chat? What do we got? So rare draft Urborg. But we won't just go rare drafting. What is interesting? We could go towards Thalids. This is one of the better Thalids. Putting a Thalid on each of our funguses each turn, and a 4/4 for 4 is legit. Also, the Sporosaur Ancient could come back around. Riddle of Lightning, pretty good removal spell. 4C, decent card draw. No slivers, no real, well, no good slivers. Two-headed sliver, fine support sliver. I'm kind of leaning towards taking Sporosaur Thalid. I really want funguses to work. I've been trying forever. I mean, 4Z is powerful. Let's take Sporosaur. Let's Thalid. Ooh, wait, abilities. Okay, probably gonna be hard to make use of Muragonda petroglyphs. Nailed it. Nothing to go along with it. Well, actually, Pallid Microdurm's really good. That is another one of the better fungi. Counter on itself, and it gets it from Sporosaur. Sack a Saproling. Each creature you control that's a fungus or a Thapling gets +1/+1. Kinda tempted to just keep going. How bad do you think funguses will be? Like, is this a horrible idea? Meyerboar's fine, but it's not a fungus. It does not make Saproling tokens. Cannonade, pretty meh. Spider's fine. Salt Blast, probably not as good as it looks, really. At least I don't think it was. Strangling Soot is very good, but alright, Thalids. We're going Thalids. We're in. We're in on the fungi. Mushroom time. Varin Variat for the 4-year resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Aaron Ephemeron in these suspend cards are really good. If you've never played the format before, suspend cards are really good. But, I mean, there's a Saproling. There's a fungus among us. I mean, we gotta keep going. We gotta cut the fungi so we can be Saproling tribal. Ooh, we might take this Gemhide Sliver. Gemhide Sliver would be fine even without a bunch of slivers, just to wrap us into our funguses. I've been trying to make Saprolings work for so long. Yeah, Ephemeron is close to first pickable. Dirkwood Baloth also very good. Like, many of the big cheap suspend cards are just really good. Seekers is not bad. Not being blocked except by white and artifact creatures is actually fairly unblockable in a lot of matchups. Judge the Unworthy is a risky removal spell. All right, let's take Gemhide. Take Gemhide. Maybe we can. Ooh, you know what's good at pumping? Saprolings if we make them. Pendelhaven Elder. That's a 1/1. These make 1/1s. I'm a very fun guy. You think Search is better than Pendelhaven Elder? How much ramp do we want? I guess Search would let us pass some card draw removal, which is relevant. I mean, Elder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It could come back. What's the worst cards? Char Rumbler, probably. Time Bug's pretty bad. Ugh. I do like the possibility of splashing. With Gemhide and Search for Tomorrows, we could splash. This is definitely not Storm. All right, we'll take Search for now. Primal Force Mage is cute. When another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +3/+3. The problem is your creatures have summoning sickness, which means this doesn't do nearly as much as you might think it would do. That's kind of the drawback. Could take another Sliver Fungus hybrid. Elder might come back. I'm hoping it comes back. We can create them at instant speed. But no, it grows a creature that comes into play on the turn it comes into play. It's very weird. It's good with suspend cards. It's good with haste creatures. But outside of that, it doesn't do much. We're probably taking this Sliver, I guess. Yeah, let's take Spinneret. Might need to block a flyer someday. I always like Nantucket Shaman. Like, it's essentially, I don't know, ETB draw a card. It's not that hard to get it set up. Corpulent Corpse is lower tier for suspend creatures, but it's not bad. If we want to go like full on 5 color, this could be good, but I don't think we need to. Fungal Reaches. Wait, Salt Crusted Steep? Thrill is really good. Yeah. Alright. We'll take Thrill. We'll be aggressive. So we're kind of like, destroy target non-white permanent. How good is Salt Blast? We need removal. We probably got to take it. Children, I think you need combos for. I mean, this is probably fine. We'll take it. We don't have any real removal yet. So we have 1, 2, 3 Saprolings. We have 2 Slivers. We have Ramp and a Pump Spell so far. It's good with 4 of the 5 colors. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We can't be too picky. Black has like a ridiculous amount of removal this set. White and green, not so much. This is an old set. This is before green got to fight everything and had great removal. Lutzy for the 23rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. All right, now we can rare draft. I'm gonna take the foil Lab Man because it's worth $1 and because I like old border cards. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Ooh, Salt Blast Tribal. Utopia Vow is weird. It's essentially a green pacifism, except it turns the creature into a mana dork. It's not horrible, but it's also a little risky. Broody Man. All of our stuff has abilities, though. I think Petroglyphs is just too hard to make work. Yeah, but that assumes we actually get to make a Saproling, which is not a given. Ooh. All right, more Thrill of the Hunts. Mono Green Flyers. Tap creature with power 2 or less. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Scry 3. Reveal type card. Deal damage. We'll take a Sliver. Fill our curve. Oh, yes! Elder came back. No one respects the power of the Pendelhaven Elder. No one respects it. Yeah, I know. Our Saprolings don't have abilities, but right now, we're not guaranteed to have Saprolings. As I've learned, oh, wow, people are underrating green. This is a very playable card. I'm actually, at least it was the original time. I'm surprised this is literally last pick. Like, Nantucket Shaman's not bad. All right, good, valuable old border card. More Saprolings, please. Baral, Chief of Compliance. Meh. Eon Chronicler could be our card draw. There's also another Paladin Mycoderm. Griffin Guide's a pretty good pump spell. Enchanted, it's kind of like Maul the Skyclave. This is kind of like old school Ori Maul the Skyclave, is how I would think of it. I don't know if they'll ever do color shifted cards again. Ooh, Old Border Thoughtseize, that's like the best card in this set. That's insane, Relentless Brad. That's so good. Oh, I kind of want to draw cards. I'm sure it's a bad idea to take it. Probably just taking Mycoderm's better. I mean, that's the thing. It probably wheels. The question is, are we going to try to splash this to draw cards? How important is drawing cards to this deck? You know, we're going to take Chronicler. Speaking of drawing cards, that's an Old Border Thraben Inspector. There's also a nice cheap Thallid here, though, and a Mana Tithe, which is not very good, but I do love Mana Tithe. I do love me some Mana Tithes. It'll probably table. We should be able to get on the wheel. I mean, I think the correct pick is this. I also love Old Border cards, though. I think we're just going to take Thrabes. It's hard to go wrong with Thrabes, although the fact that it was printed relatively recently and has an extra toughness, kind of a non-bo with Pendelhaven Elder. Well, I think we'll get the Mana Tithe on the wheel. I really do. Or this Thallid Shell Dweller, which no one except us is going to want, unless someone else is crazy enough to be drafting Thallids. Penumbra Spider is a really annoying card to beat. It's a very good. Wow. That's a Cloud Shredder sliver, though. How many slivers do can we be slivers? Can we backdoor into slivers still? Sliver, sliver, sliver. I mean, this is like the legitiest of slivers. Pack one, pick one. We took Spore Sower Thallid. Hey, what's up, Garrett? How are you? Sunlance is very good removal. Sunlance is good removal. Enslave is fine if you're black. Penumbra Spider is really difficult to beat. This is a good sliver, though. Disciplined? I take it you have not watched me draft much. Disciplined. Oh, how many 4-drops do we have? Not that many. All right, we'll take the Spider. Spider is really... Oh, Trump. Trump is really good. We're going to be able to splash. So it's going to be an overrun. We're going to have a bunch of little creatures. If there's one thing I learned from Modern Masters 1 draft, it's that Trump the Domains finishes people. There is another Spore Sower Ancient. I mean, I think we got Trump. We got Trump him. Ooh, Become Immense. I don't think we want Become Immense. All right, we'll do it, chat. We'll do it. I know you want it. I don't think we want Become Immense anyway. I mean, it's fine, but... All right, we'll Manatide them. We need some removal. We don't have much removal. Ooh, good. Our Thallid cards are coming around late. Mycologist. Unfortunately, it's not a fungus, which is awkward, but it does... Yeah, green is open. Well, actually, do we just take Nantucket Shaman? We got a literal last pick Nantucket Shaman in pack 1. What do you think? Nantucket Shaman or Mycologist? All right. Well, we'll stick to the plan. Wow. Whew. Well, the good news is green-white appears to be incredibly open because we're seeing so many good green and white cards come around. Cryptic Dreams! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I really love the art on the new Simian Spirit Guide, and it makes me even sadder. You can kind of see it being banned out of Modern in the art. It's fading away. Wizards crushing my dreams of turn 1 Blood Moon. Storm? No one's drafting Storm, apparently. Yeah, we'll take the Raptor. We'll see. We got a lot of 5s. I don't know if we'll play it, but maybe we will. Discard a card. Search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle your library. I mean, we might want to be 5-color-y for this Trump, like a little bit 5-color-ish. Phantom Worm isn't very good. Neither is Deadly Grub. None of this stuff's very good. I mean, I guess we'll take... I don't think we want Rift Watcher in this deck. Well, we'll take the Worm. I don't think we're going to play it. Come back to us. Oh, man. Our Saprolings are not coming back. I'm a little disappointed. I assumed the Saproling stuff was going to table, but someone else might have moved in on our Saproling plan. Ooh. Enjoy your dinner, Horatio. So how's everyone doing today? It does look a little Blood Moony in the background. You're right. 4 mana 3/3 or 7. Well, we'll take Utopia Vow. It is technically removal. Boy, there's a lot. No one wants these Salt Blasts. There's a lot of store. Oh, Past in Flames. Ooh, is Past in Flames valuable? Let's look. How much is an Old Border Past in Flame? Ronald Grinder, welcome to the Fishbowl. Best card, Chalice of the Void, followed by Thoughtseize. Past in Flames, $4. That pays for a pack. Yeah, we could have actually gone Storm, but all those Storm cards came around really late enough that it was hard for us to know. Can we harmonize? Imperiosaur is just really big too. Like, Jay Hunt, welcome to the Fishbowl. Or welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I'm actually not sure which is better here. You know, I'm going to harmonize. I like Ooh, Vesuva. I don't know what we're copying with it, but Vesuva. Probably should just take a spider, I guess. I think we're kind of mostly off the sliver plan. I feel like this deck is okay. It's not insane. Yeah, let's take more spiders. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. No one else wants the Thelonite Hermit. Sapperling Lord, here we come. Okay, the plan is... oh my god, another Harmonize. Green is so open. It's so open. There's a Sunlands too? Alright, more... wow, that's a lot of 4s. Okay, I think we're doing it. I kind of like where we're at now. Sort of. I don't think we need to splash into blue anymore. We have more cards than we need. I feel like this is kind of coming together, though. We got some card draw. We got some spiders. We got Tromp to hopefully close out the game. We got a bunch of really bad removal. Yeah, Thelonite we're always going to morph. I mean, the curve doesn't look that bad. So we have removal. We're probably not going to play every... we're probably not going to play every Salt Blast. So we have removal, removal, removal. Ooh, Old Border Ancient Den. Also, non-Old Border Manatithe. How many Manatithes do you think are correct to play in a limited deck? And why is the answer all of them? Yeah, Shade is fine. We're not that heavy white, though. We're going to take a Manatithe. We're just going to get people. We're going to get people. We might lose horribly, but we're going to get... oh, my goodness. We got to take Germinator, though. We really need more Sapperlings for our Sapperling plan. Yeah, no, if you get someone with a first, there's no way they're going to think, oh, I bet they drafted... I bet they drafted all the Manatize. But Germinator is one of the best Sapperlings. All right, so Castle Raptors, we're probably not going to play. Green Seeker, we're probably not going to play. Boy, Rebels can... wow, that's a second Tromp? Okay, we'll just Tromp people. I can't believe... do people not know how busted Tromp is? Is Tromp, like, less busted than it used to be? We'll just splash one of each basic land and we'll just Tromp people. Harmonize is an uncommon. Somehow we got 2 of them. I'm, like, actually literally shocked that these are coming around. Like, Tromp is so good! Nothing? This is kind of a nothing pack. I don't think we're splashing blue, really. Cloud Key's the rare. Yeah, we're probably going to cut a Sunblast. We can't play... I don't think we're going to play 3 Sunblasts. Terramorphic's actually really nice here. Because we want to play off-color basics to power up this Tromp the Domains. Bad Sliver. Sliver seems relatively open. Ooh. Mind Sensor for the sideboard. Might be able to get someone with a Mind Sensor. Get their Evolving Wilds. I mean, even Mind Sensor is good if you can get something with it. Much harder doing limited. In a format like Modern, it's very good. We get the Shade. Shade or Utopia Vow? Do we need... we probably don't need another removal spell. Well, we don't... I don't think we're going to play Shade. We'll take Utopia Vow. I don't think we're playing either. Piracy Charm. Alright. If we only had Sprout Swarm. We're trying our best to Sprout Swarm without Sprout Swarm. I think this deck looks okay. It looks okay. I don't think this is bad. I mean, anytime you have 2 Tromp the Domains and a lot of creatures, that by itself should be able to win some games. Because Tromp is just, like, grade A finisher. Have I watched the Snyder Cut? I have not. How is it? Until a couple days ago, I thought Snyder Cut was, like a new band. And then Chad explained it to me, so... I was watching your stream VOD, and it was at the discussion of what series to cut. My thought was to create a seasonal series that could end as spoilers start and start a new set. Ooh, that's a good idea. Well, you have 3 regular seasons, 1 rotating series, and your workload remains consistent throughout the year. That is a really good idea. Pretty confusing. Yeah, we'll reset it. So what are we cutting? Let's look at this deck. Pretty sure 1 Salt Blast is going to go. So what are we actually doing with this deck? We have removals. We have stuff that makes Saprolings, hopefully. So Saproling makers. We can probably cut random slivers. Like, these random slivers don't feel that essential. How good do you think Thrill the Hunt is? Yeah, I was thinking about going down 1. Hey, thank you, J2 Young. I appreciate the kind words. Kind of want to keep Search. It ramps us, and we're going to play 1 of each off-color basic. Spiders are good. Spider's good. Gemhide, we can keep his ramp, I guess. And it works with Pendlehaven. Draws a card. What is our last cut? Oh, send it to me again, Psycho Smurf. Update it. That's sacrilege. I don't believe in much, but I do believe in Mana Tithe. Stevie Two Steph, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Oh, I kind of want the Search for Tomorrows to get our off-color basics to power up our Tromps. I mean, the right choice. Man, Utopia Vow is kind of bad. Is 2 Salt Blasts, a Sunlance, and 2 Mana Tithes enough? I mean, Mana Tithe is super risky, because if we draw it off the top in the late game, it's really dead. Hopefully we have enough card draw to get through it. I don't think we're going to go 16 lands. I think what we're going to do land-wise is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1. Okay, that'll be fine. Five color Saprolings. I mean, Mana Tithe, it's a meme. I just want to get people with it. I feel like, wow, that curve is a little clunky, isn't it? That's a lot of 4s. I mean, I guess it's just up to Mana Tithe to keep us around, keep us alive in the early game. You know what? Let's go for it. What's the worst that could happen? We scrub out. We go draft more Mana Tithes. I'm super hyped for spoilers. What are you hoping for most out of Strixhaven? I think it's gonna be spectacular. And I gotta say, yes, Eldraine is busted, but Standard is in a pretty stable place right now. It's a stable place where Eldraine, is at the top of the format and kind of still dominating everything. But we're not in the, bad age of Standard where we're waiting for things to get banned or whatever. Shh. All right. Well, that's fine. We can keep this. What are we putting to the bottom? I just want to ramp into this Harmonize. Maybe the Sunlance? That's probably fine. Yeah, we'll put Sunlance to the bottom. Who needs removal? About it. But yeah, that makes me even more excited about Strixhaven because Standard's in a relatively playable place, I think. Now, play a Plains, play this Gemhide Sliver. Go. We might actually just run out Spore Sower and start getting counters and then Harmonize the next turn. Harmonize into our Mana Tithe. Mana Tithe our opponent's 3-drop. Got him. Yeah, I don't think there's any TSR basics. What happened with the new sets? Is it confirmed that they will each come out 2 months from now? So we have... Oh, the schedule is... Aw, alright. Well, there goes our Sliver. I mean, that's obnoxious, but not deadly. So the schedule is... Strixhaven starts next week for spoilers. Goes in mid-April. And then the beginning of June is Modern Horizons 2, which means spoilers should start mid-May, and then get them. And then we go into D&D set, and then we go into two Innistrad sets. I'm honestly not sure if I should be really excited or scared about Innistrad. Innistrad is one of the sweetest planes. Like, we don't actually have any red cards. This is just an off-color land to power up Trump the Domains. I don't know if I should be excited or scared. Like, original Innistrad, GOAT set. Like, one of the best sets. Best blocks in Magic's history. Although, I don't know. I felt like Shadows over Innistrad was kind of just okay. So, I feel like it's sometimes really difficult for these return of sets to live up to the hype of really classic older sets. I mean, Shadow's it's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad set or anything, but I don't think it's a great set. Well, for you. At least our Assault Blast is going to have targets. Oh, wait, Assault Blast hits lands, doesn't it? Lands are not white, and they are permanents. Maybe we just get the swamp. Wow, Evolution Charm. Opponent also might be tromping. I don't know about this Basalt Gargoyle. I don't know how good Basalt Gargoyle is, but maybe it's great. I mean, Shadows over Innistrad wasn't bad, but... I mean, I guess maybe... What about Ooh, bouncy bouncy. What about Zendikar? We had classic Zendikar, Battle for Zendikar that was widely panned as being pretty awful. Are you pumping the toughness? All right. We will still take 3. Oh, there's Tromp. So we had a Zendikar set that was pretty beloved. Then we had Battle for Zendikar, which was widely hated. And then we had Zendikar Rising, which I think is like pretty excited. So recovery for Zendikar with number 3. Battle for Zendikar is one of the worst sets in the modern era, I think. Like, it's not very good. Just in all honesty, it's not a very good set of Magic cards. Opponent gets in, hits us. Well, start ticking up our fungis. I mean, we are going to be able to tromp for a lot pretty soon. Ooh, Thrabes. No, play Thrabes. Get a clue. Play Mycoderm. Play a land. No attacks. Next turn, there's a non-zero chance we can win. With, like, super overrun. That's the one thing that Battle for Zendikar had going for it. The set itself was pretty weak, and the mechanics were bad, and Devoid, don't get me started on Devoid, but it did have the first masterpieces, and it sold a ton from people chasing masterpieces. The allies make me especially sad, because allies are really cool. Oh, opponent's also trying to Thalid. Interesting. Allies are a really cool creature type, and Battle for Zendikar did them dirty. You didn't know what was an ally. They didn't have the ally mechanic. Just all around, allies got the shortest end of the stick, I think. And I really dislike Devoid. Maybe someday I'll do my personal worst mechanics as a top 10 list. Devoid is very high on my list of worst mechanics. Processors, I don't mind. Processors, I think, can do some cool things. But Devoid, it doesn't do anything. Oh, my goodness. It doesn't do anything, and that's like the whole point of the mechanic, is to not do anything. Wow. How quickly can we win? Oh, man. All right, let's think about this. So if we trump right now, this is going to be a 9-9. This is going to be a... So 9-6 and... Oh, we got to wait like one more turn. This is going to hit us. We got to not die. What do we do here? 7, 9, 6. Is that lethal? Opponent has 6. 9, 7. That's 16. 6, 22. Oh, is that just lethal? Do we actually have exactly lethal? With Mana Tithe backup. Alright, well, I guess we win. I guess winning is also good. I was expecting we need to make some more... make a sapperling or something, but apparently not. Alright. Trump. I'm telling you, Trump just ends games. It just ends games. It is really insane. Thought Sees interviews. Hey Seth, I started Magic the Gathering interview show where I have on musicians to talk about magic, music, politics while playing Moto or Arena. Does this interest you? That does sound kind of interesting. I don't get to talk about non-magic stuff that much, so... Sax to cycle. Send me an email, sarahvanelli@mtggoldfish.com, because that does sound kind of fun. Declared Bishop, and also Thought Sees interviews. Welcome you both to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop share for you. Let's bring back good memories of playing original Modern Masters and just playing one of the sweetest decks in original Modern Masters, which also had a lot of these cards. You can play like the Sapperling deck, but one of the sweetest decks was just 5-color Trump. Just draft the Kadama's Reaches, draft whatever cards you wanted, draft your Trumps, and just go to town. Memories? I think I said memories. At least I attempted to say memories. Memories. Opponent going to try to block their way out of it. Not going to work as well as I'd like. Hopefully we didn't miscount. We did not. And that is the Trump power. Whoo! Oh, Enclosor. I saw it and I read it over, but I didn't really get to go through all the references. But yes, I did get it, and I will be responding. I just wanted to give it a closer look because I think it's a really cool idea. So, but yes, thank you for sending it in. That's a really sweet idea. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just run it back. That went well. Opponent didn't see any Mana Tithes, so they're not gonna expect them still. Mana Tithe is a card where I feel like if you get your opponent with Mana Tithe in game 1, in game 2, it's sometimes worth it just to take them out and then watch your opponent play around them for no reason. I think that's how you get the most value out of it. Get them once, and then take it out, and then your opponent's gonna leave a mana up the rest of the game anyway. So it still pays off. Ooh. Well, 5 colors of mana, Thalanite, Tournament, and Trump. As long as our opponent doesn't have an insane amount of removal, this looks like it could be a very easy win. Now, suspend Surge. Go. We need this Thalanite Hermit to flip. If this flips, I don't see how we lose this game. Opponent, Mountain, Thalid, Shell Dweller. Sure. Alright, Pendelhaven Elder. We can maybe use Mana Tithe to protect our morphed Thalanite Hermit. We probably got to get another green source, I guess, so we can flip it. Yeah, this is like Sapperling Mirror somehow. Opponent's on like Jun Sapperlings, which green-black is not bad. I haven't seen too much red. They must just be splashing red for removal. I do love Mana Tithe. Thalanite buffs their Sapperlings as well. It does. We're group hug Sapperlings. That's not a Sapperling. Okay. Opponent. Passes. Well. Get a green source. Play an island. Morph. Mana Tithe. Up. We're like 2 turns away from winning. Drop the Domains is a busted card. It's so good. About it. Are we going to pay the Echo? Yeah, this is about as good as our draws can get. I mean, they could kill the morph with something that we can't mana tithe, and then things are a little awkward. Okay, sure. When would you recommend picking up old border foils? Kind of want to grab a foil Tasker, but 85 seems high. Whenever you can. Like, old border foils I think are going to be absurdly expensive. Like, 85 might not actually be high. The supply is so low. The other thing I noticed is box prices have gone up pretty meaningfully. Like 4 or 5 days ago, there were boxes on Amazon for 180. I looked yesterday, and boxes were, well, I mean, good game, I think. I looked yesterday, and boxes were up to 215. So I think supply is already running out. Well, flip it. And is this enough to kill our opponent? Oh, he can even pump with Pendelhaven Elder first, which is kind of hilarious. Untap. Alright, so 5, 10, 15, or 6, 12, 18, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh, this doesn't pump, so we just got to attack with everything. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 28. Opponent has 4, 5, 6. I mean, I don't think we actually literally win, but I think we wrath their board and put them to like 1 or something. Trump. I mean, this is what our deck came to do. Opponent going to make a 1/1. Good call. Saber legs. Saberling you? So I think our opponent survives, but I think we're going to be so far ahead as a result of this attack that it doesn't matter. Pact of Negation out of the Jund deck. What monetary value would you attach to the act of shaving your beard? Oh, it'd be a lot. I don't think that. I think the only way I would shave my beard would be as a charity thing. Like some sort of charity stream that raised a bunch of money. That would be the way that I would consider shaving my beard. But otherwise, I don't think you'd get me to do it. I mean, I guess if someone offered me an absurd amount of money, then sure. Like, for an absurd amount of money, yeah. If someone was like, all right, I'll write you a check for, I don't know, $50,000 or $100,000 or $1 million, I would at least very much think about it then. But otherwise, I think it's pretty much would be a charity thing. Ooh, there's a Meyer Boa. Monopoly money. Oh, Tricky Dick's Fun Bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess we can just kill this and attack. Kill that, attack, leave a Mana Tithe. Salt Blast coming through. Yeah, I definitely think it's possible that we do it at some point. Honestly, if I had to choose between shaving my head and shaving my beard, I might just choose shaving my head. Like, If you put a gun to my head and said you got to choose one of those two things, I might just snap off head and keep the beard. The Davis Vintage Cube Draft next Christmas. Thank you about it. And, well, Trop, 2-0. Easy tromping. Well, Trump is as good as I remember. That much is clear. We still haven't made a single sapperling, but we are tromping fools. Yeah, on to the next one. My head is... I shaved my head once by accident, and I don't look good with a shaved head. I will tell you that. But even though I know that I don't look good with a shaved head, I still might not... Well, I guess we did. We did it the cheaty way, but we still haven't, like, actually ticked up a fungus to make a sapperling. By accident. Well, okay, so what I mean by accident is, have you ever tried to cut your own hair? It's really difficult. I also learned that. If you've ever tried to cut your own hair, so I had this bright idea that I need a haircut. I can probably handle it. So if you've ever tried to cut your own hair, it's really hard to get it even. So essentially what happened is I would keep trying to even it up and keep trying to even it up, and eventually there's just no hair left. Like, that's... So that's how I would say I accidentally shaved my head, because my goal was not... My goal was not to shave my head. My goal was to, like, trim my hair a little bit. That's why I'm also very careful about the beard. It's easy to do the same thing with the beard. If you start getting a little too aggressive, it gets lopsided, then you gotta take some off this side, and pretty soon there's, like, nothing left. Burning Bush, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Spore Sower or Spider? We'll just go Spore Sower, I guess. Yep, it's easy to do. So, be careful if you decide to cut your own hair. It's not as good of an idea as it seems at the time. What do you think about Blood Moon decks in the format, specifically the ones that play goblins that generate 1/1s? I think it's called Mono Red Stompy, but I might be wrong. Yeah, Mono Red Stompy, Mono Red Prison. Those decks are sweet. I enjoy those decks, and I think... So I haven't played Legacy much post-banning, but traditionally, those decks have been pretty competitive. Still not the biggest fan of Legion War Boss. That's one that... I don't know. I've just never been that impressed with it, but maybe that's a me thing, and I need to get on board with the War Boss. Ooh, Crook Claw, eh? Yeah. Sure. Well, yeah. God. Okay. Yeah, you turned its power and toughness. Ooh, Scout. Oh, and we can't even kill that with Soft Blast. Ugh. When a rebel just gets to sit out, bad things can happen pretty quickly. Opponent passes. Well, Fungus. Playing Island. Ugh. Yeah, let's draw. Yikes. So many lands. Well, pass the turn. This Scout is a concern. Most of our removal is for non-white creatures. Actually, all of it might be for non-white creatures. So that could be an issue. I just don't know if we never get rid of this Scout. I'll play a land, play Mycologist. Play Germinator. Now we're going to make some sapper legs, but can we beat the rebels? Pass the turn. Gonna need a tromp, gonna need a tromp. Opponent, tutors out. Something. Yeah, Seekers, so a little bit of evasive damage. Opponent's an aggressive pinger. Taking 3 from this Pyromancer so far. Opponent. Goes attacking. So what could that morph be? What morphs are even in this set that we got to worry about? Willbender? About it. Well, take up the dorks. Take up the dorks. Thrill of the Hunt. Play a land. We need to find a way to start damaging our opponent. We are just dying to the jank. To the pings. Yeah, let's get in with the Spore Sower. We have this Thrill of the Hunt. We can make and sack a Saproling, so we got a bunch of pumping. Opponent's just gonna take it? Okay. Well, yeah. Probably gonna eat a ping, but sure. Gemhide Sliver. Trump, 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 Trump. We need a Trump. Opponent's gonna ping the Sliver. Yep. More Rebels. Well, we're seeing the downside of Salt Blast, which is it can't kill things that we need to kill. New job, congratulations, Guanji. That's super exciting. I hope you love it. What paper decks do I have? I have Mono Red Prison, now sadly outdated in Modern, thanks to Simian Spirit Guide getting banned. But I have Mono Red Prison in Modern. And then I have a smattering of Commander decks. About it. So opponents is like Jeskai Rebels. Jeskai, your Salt Blast don't do anything. Well, take our stuff up. Ooh, 13 is not a super high life total. If we draw a Trump, though, we're good. Well, suspend Shaman. Play a land. Salt Blast the Pyromancer, because we need to be able to start making Saprolings here in case we can find Trump. And that's the game plan. No attacks this turn. Trump, Trump, Trump. We need a Trump. Oh, yeah. That was a tournament where... That was a GP Vegas 2019. And that was a tournament where I think Channel Fireball ran it. And they gave people decks to play. So I don't own Elves in Modern, but I made it to the finals and lost to Cedric playing Storm. Hey, what's up, Dewberry Pie? I hadn't played that much Elves either, but it went well. That was fun. Opponent gets in, hits us. All right, well, we get 2 draws to find a Trump. If we resolve it, we win. We'll make a Saproling. If not, we're pretty dead to these evasive creatures. Well, yeah. Take him up, take him up. We need a Trump, and we need it to resolve. Yeah, I guess we can gain a little bit of life. That's not a super good long-term plan, but I'll play the Shaman. Draw a card. Ooh! Search in Penumbra Spider. Our opponent is not making it easy to kill them. About it. Okay, going to tap. Well, go attacking. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not lethal. I'll hit our opponent. search for tomorrows. Thin the deck. Penumbra spider. Pass the turd. Oh, this is going to be super close. We could sack some saps to keep our life total high. Hey, what's up, Goblin? How are you? This is actually kind of a pretty close game-ish. Oh! Okay. Yeah, that's a big one. Well, that's a big one. Opponent. Shapeshifter. Opponent's going to try to win. I don't know if they realize that they don't win here. Combat. Tags for 8. Well, go up to 9. We still need the trop. We still need the trop. Down to 1. Oh, come on, deck. 2 out of 19 that we win the game. Oh, it starts earlier this time just because of the time change. But it's still the same time. Good news is, planning on doing 2 drafts, hopefully. That is the goal. So hopefully you get to see another draft, Jake Jesus. How are you tonight, by the way? Well, planes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to combat. I think we attack with everything. Opponent taps. Is this the correct play? If we attack with everything, opponent can block. Do we attack with everything? I guess we gotta leave back Penumbra Spider. Alright, big attack. Opponent blocks. 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 One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In this case, math is for attackers. Silly saprolegs, making this complicated. So do we just Thrill of the Hunt? Thrill of the Hunt, Thrill of the Hunt. This stuff trades off. We have 3 saprolings we can sack. We can block here. I mean, it's pretty good right now. Alright, Thrill the Hunt, Thrill the Hunt. Whoa! You got... Opponent hasn't been tutoring out rebels. I assume they were out of them, but apparently not. Another scout. Alright, pass the turd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boy, this is ridiculously close. Opponent goes to combat. Opponent. Attacks. 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 Taps. We block. Sack our saprolegs. My colleges have been keeping us in this game. Actually, our deck is green-white. We're just playing off-color basics to power up Tromp the Domains. Well, sack, sack, sack. Go to 7, back down to 1. Or down to 2. Get a token. We need a Tromp. We need a Tromp. Take him up. Spider is black. Oh no. Sprout. Well, live by the mana tithe, die by the mana tithe. So if we attack, opponent blocks here, takes 4. If we stay on defense... Wow, we just couldn't find the Tromp. We couldn't find the Tromp. So we're dead, right? We can't gain life. We can only block 1 flyer. Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? Let's swing with everything. Who knows? Maybe our opponent does something insane. Opponent blocks. Ugh. Harmonize. Tromp. We need to get 1 card deeper. We need to get 1 card deeper. We didn't have enough spore counters, did we? We need 3 spore counters. On all those. So we couldn't make any more. We couldn't make any more. It's actually pretty bad for us because I guess our removal just can't kill our opponent's stuff. Non-white creature, non-white permanent. That's the drawback of these Salt Blasts and these Sun Lances is as good as they are in some matchups, they are not good in this matchup. Huh. So we just have like no removal. Utopia Vow's okay, but it doesn't stop our opponent from those Rebel Tutors, which is the main issue. They can still tap them and still tutor. Might bring in one of them. Maybe... I mean, we just gotta do our thing. We just gotta do our thing. Yeah, Mind Sensor is reasonable. It gives us a shot to shut him down at least. Probably something like this. I'm almost tempted to try to splash the Piracy Charm because it kills a... it kills one of those Seekers, but... alright. I mean, really, live by the Tromp, die by the Tromp. When it comes down to it, our deck needs Tromp. Like, that is the payoff. Well, we have Tromp. We can't do anything else. No white mana for the Mana Tithe, but... that is a Tromp. That is a Tromp. Has anyone else tried drafting Spiral Remastered yet? Alright, play a line. Pass the turn. Yeah, the card that wasn't included... oh, boy. Well, there's all the Trumps we didn't find last game. The card that wasn't included is Sprout Swarm. Sprout Swarm is... oh, dear. Well, this is awkward. Awkward, awkward, awkward. Island. Opponent's going to cultivate. Sorry, Turbo Gorilla. Opponent discards. Get some lands. Oh boy. Well, this isn't great. If only we had white mana, we could have mana-tied that. Oh yeah, we're in really bad shape now. Opponent. Wow, not tutoring. Going to hit us and cast something. Like, well, just keep thinning the deck. Mind Sensor would be wrecking our opponent. Could you imagine if they discarded a card, sack a land, and we Mind Censored? It'd be so good. Opponent plays a mountain. Can we please draw a land? Plays a morph. Well, right, Gemhide Sliver. Ooh. I really want to suspend it so we can find our lands. If we just cast it, if we just cast it, it's like okay, but it's not great. Yeah, this scout's gonna go off. Well, now we gotta cast it. Oh, this is a nightmare. If we could have mixed our two hands together, this match would be over in our favor. Unfortunately, that's not an option in Magic the Gathering. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Fair enough. Yeah. Well, on to the next one. Oh, denied by the Magic Gods. Ooh, new job. Congratulations, Hif Blue. Yeah, Thalates are sweet. Oh, that was a little brutal. Couldn't find the Trumpet game 1 for the win, and game 2 just didn't get to play Magic. Want to say thank you for always being positive. You help me out more than you know. Thank you. Well, that's amazing, Hif Blue. Hey, thank you for the cheer, Side-Eye. I appreciate it. All right. Okay. Well, I guess this we keep. We gotta at least win this one and finish with a 2-1. I think our deck's actually pretty good. Ooh, what is your new job, Tiki Man? Mycologist to the bottom. Well, so far these Mana Ties have been a huge disappointment. We're playing 2 of them, and we have not Mana Tied the single spell. They have just come off the top of the wrong time, or we've been color screwed. The avatar is Peacekeeper. An old Prison-y Visions card. Okay, throw the hunt. Sure, go. Yeah, I've just always liked Peacekeeper. Used to see a little bit of legacy play. It keeps creatures from attacking. Oh boy. Looking like another bad Mana Tithe matchup. Well, I guess we play a sad shaman. Pass the turn. Ooh, that sounds very interesting. Is your, like, Twitter account part of your resume? Oh boy. Haven't been able to catch a break as far as the running these last couple of games. Well, get in and hit you down to 17. Opponent's going to have a huge board full of good things here shortly. Taking down the dorks. Discards a lad. And Deep Cavern in part 2. So opponent's trying to be just like a super aggressive Orzhov deck, I guess. Dudley, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sure. A land that doesn't do anything. Awkward. Well, looks like we will get to draft again. I still think, I think we should be able to beat this deck. Not super scared of what our opponent, I mean, it's going to beat us here, I think. Because we just haven't done anything. But, yeah, well, here they come. So we're taking 6 in the air. I feel like if we play Penumbra Spider, what does our opponent do if we play Penumbra Spider? Scoop? Like, I don't know how they beat a Penumbra Spider. Hey, what's up, Warlord Bush? How are you? Bona hits us. Huh. Can we at least get a Mana Tithe for the memes? Because we were playing Saltfield Recluse is actually a good card. Bona passes. Yeah, just too little too late. 6. 9 death. Alright. Well, we'll bring in, I guess, a couple of... With what our opponent's doing... Mana Tithe might... We probably got to go down to Mana Tithe, as sad as that is. I feel like, sadly, Mana Tithe has been... not doing its job. 198 is actually a pretty good price for Spiral Remastered. Okay. Would be nice if we could draw like a Harmonize or something. That would be spectacular. Our mana's gonna be fine, but we don't have much else. I have never really just played Cloud Key as a random ram spell. You could, I guess. All right, opponents back to doing their corpse thing. Please not lands. Well, Trump. That'll be good if we can draw some of our mini creatures and saprolings. About it. Corpse. Taken down. About it. Yeah, prices have went up quite a bit, so I feel like at current prices, $200 is actually about as cheap as you can find them, or at least it's about as cheap as I can find them. Could have found them cheaper in the past. I saw them for like 180, but apparently, all right, opponent's got a Deep Cavern Imp. Apparently, Modern Horizons, rumors are, is going to be pretty expensive. Like, even more expensive than the first time, which, a little bit disappointing. Still, like, super excited for the set, but... Seems like prices just keep going up and up. Oh, this is depressing. Oh, I think our deck's actually good. The problem is we've been either mana skewed or mana flooded our last 2 matches. No in between. Either like we don't get to cast anything, or we don't get to cast anything because we draw lands. I mean, fetches might be part of it. I mean, I'm sure it'll sell a lot because people want fetches. So, opponent, Saltfield Recluse, and a land. Come on now, Magic Gods. I actually, jeez. I feel like our deck is better than our opponent's deck. But, just not working out. Where does Hasbro think profits come from? How do you expect people to overpay so often for so much? Well, I mean, I think as long as people keep buying, Hasbro will keep increasing prices, essentially, about it. Calciderm. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's that. Sure. Pass the turn. Well, the government keeps printing fake money and giving it to everyone who can fog a mirror. People will spend money. I mean, I think that stimulus money has definitely helped with a lot of gaming. Like, people have been stuck home. People have gotten stimulus money. Us is depressing. Yeah, I mean, that's that. I think if we played this matchup like 10 times, I bet we win 8 or 9. Like, I think our deck just crushes that deck, but nah, not meant to be. I guess the good news is, we get to try another draft, and hopefully the Magic Gods are a bit kinder with draft 2. We will see momentarily. On to draft number 2. Relentless Rats, eh? Old Border Relentless Rats. Probably going to be difficult to draft enough of them for them to be effective. I would guess. So. Rare is Kravik, which not especially good. Slivers would be fun to draft, but we don't really have good slivers. Harmonize seems fine. Ephemeron is good. I don't know if it's better than Harmonize, though. Seekers. I mean, Seekers is also decent. I think we're taking Harmonize, though. Hard to go wrong with Harmonize. Rebels is sweet, but you gotta have the Rebel tutors. Like, I think if you get multiples of the rebel tutors, then you just snap off all the rebels. But if you don't have the rebel tutors, then they're pretty bad, or like medium to bad. But once you have the rebel tutors, then just every rebel becomes great. Huh. Sun spoiling. Someone took the old border card. Big Game Hunter is kind of meh. It'd be kind of interesting to just try to be a 5-color pile. Just like take all the bombs. Yeah, let's try it. Let's take Dreamscape Artist, and let's just see if we can be like 5-color fun stuff. That seems like it could be interesting. Hey, what's up, BD Stilts? How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, we haven't seen a single Storm card. Wrathy Tapper is good. So if we're going to go 5-color, we're going to need to hit... I don't think Dreamstalker... We don't really have anything to do with it at the moment. The best card is probably just Tapper. I guess that would also leave us open to Rebels. So we are going to have to focus on fixing if we're going to try to go 5-color. A super quick reminder before our next pick. Our stream today is brought to you by Card Kingdom. If you need some magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. What was our record with the last draft? It was a frustrating one. Ended up 1-2, but there was some definitely not great running along the way. Huh. Maybe just take Ephemeron. There's no fixing. Acre Slick is kind of sweet, but... let's take Ephemeron. Oh, boot it. How's the Fungus deck? Fungus deck was sweet. The running was not. Yeah, solid. Bailoff is definitely a solid suspend creature. It might be second behind. Oh, I do love Wood Readers. No one ever drafts petroglyphs. Always floating around. Well, take this Wood Readers. The kicker is draw two. For 6 mana, a 1/4 that draws two is actually pretty reasonable. We want to keep churning through our deck, I think. Knight of the Holy Nimbus. Corpulent Corpse. Dreamstalker does get better if we have Wood Readers. We might just take this Lens. Not great fixing, but it is fixing. Yeah, let's take Lens. Giant Duskwasp is good. Bounded Silence. Ooh. That might be a sign that Rebels are open, because Bounded Silence is like top tier removal. Giant Duskwasp is Wasp is also another good suspend creature. Yeah, let's take Bounded Silence. Could still end up being Rebels, or like having a Rebel sub theme. I don't know if there's any real way to make petroglyphs work. Like, I don't know if there's enough creatures with no abilities in the set, really. Like, I'm not sure there's enough in the set to make it work. Oh boy. It's back! Our friend Manatithe. Molten Rain, Grave Scrabbler, Piracy Charm. I mean, it's probably Manatithe. Take the Molten Rain. I don't know if Molten Rain's that good in Limited. Yeah, you would need something like Empty the Warrens, I think, to really make it work. Ooh, all right, another Dreamscape Artist. That we like. Wow, no one is taking Rebels. That coming back around is a sign. Ooh. But we haven't seen a single one of the Rebel tutors yet. Do we continue with 5-color pile, or do we head... Ugh. If we're going to be 5-color, we need Artist. Yeah, alright. We'll take Artist. Wow, that's... Penumbra Spider is also a good creature. I mean, I think this deck's going to be fun to play. I think it's going to be fun to play at least. I will give it that. We're like blue-green base, blue-green ramp with... the ability to play basically whatever we open. Focus, a little cheeky. Come on now. We need early removal. Well, we got a Bound in Silence so far. I don't think this format's really super aggressive. Can this pick up anything helpful? Not really. Man, so many Rebels coming around the table. I guess we'll take this Utopia Vow. If we get really desperate for removal, we can play it. Yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to with Rebels. If you have, like, 2 or 3 Rebel tutors, they can be great. If you have no Rebel tutors, they're underpowered. Picking up Wood Readers and re-kicking it is the kind of thing I would like to do. That is in my wheelhouse. If you don't have anything good to bounce, though, it gets awkward. Aggro, Morph. Well, I guess it's Mycoderm. I don't think we're going to play it. We need some bombs. Discard a card. Return permanent you control. Whew, that's not great. Let's say Chromatic Star. Another suspend creature. Fortify. All right. Something big. Something good. Come on, deck. Morphs could be a way to make petroglyphs work. That is true. That might actually be what the idea is, to just play a bunch of morphs and try to petroglyphs it. That could actually be a fun idea. We got to Manatithe 0% of people. Sadly. Erratic Mutation can sometimes work as removal. Little risky. Slaughter Pack could be good removal, but also a little bit risky. We might have enough to pay for it. I do like Stonecloaker. Stonecloaker is a sweet creature. We will play more Wood Readers. Search for Tomorrows would be good in this deck too. Spider's good, but yeah, we'll take the Slaughter Pact. Ooh, Slimefoot, interesting. This would have been good in our last deck. Not as good in this one. Huh. Well, Edge of Autumn could be ramp. I guess there's just another artist. Maybe, I guess the other thing with this artist is with 3 artists now, we can start looking a little bit at madness stuff too. Like if we can find some good madness cards, I think we have enough discard outlets that we can actually use them. Looter Alcor is pretty good. When it enters the battlefield, return 2 creatures you control to your hand. When it or another creature is returned to your hand, make a 1/1. I love this block. It's just so sweet. Like, it's just got so many unique abilities. Not like Stormfoot Raiders is like a great card or anything, but a payoff for bouncing your own creatures. It just did so many cool things that were not really things before the set. I think that's part of why I like it so much. Well, let's foresee, I think. Man, a lot of white cards. No Rebel Tutors. We've seen tons of random Rebels, but no Rebel Tutors, period. Yeah, I mean, Temporal Isolation's also fine. Like, pacifism style removal. Let's foresee. Could use some just like... Oh, is that Boom Bust? Armageddon. Can we make an Armageddon work? I wonder if we can make Armageddon work. We can, like, target our land and sack it to Dreamscape Artist and get around it. You know what? We're going to take it. I don't know what it's going to do for us, but we're going to take it. Wow, another Bound in Silence. Another, man... No one's drafting Rebels, but there's no Rebel Tutors this draft. These are both really good cards. I guess we just take Bound in Silence. We're getting lots of removal. The question is going to be, can we make the mana work? That's going to be the scary part. We got some good card draw. We're getting some good removal. We got an Armageddon. Armageddon ramp. Who doesn't want a ramp and then Armageddon? It is a synergy with Artist. Yeah, it would be nice to have something other than this Ephemeron to close out the game. Could use a Laboratory Maniac. Old Border Laboratory Maniac. I think we could actually... empty our entire deck, potentially. Yeah, 4C art is pretty sweet. The double eyes. Interesting. Yeah, we could potentially suspend some stuff in Geddon. Hey, I'm good, Stellar Star. How are you? Is this public-facing live or Wizards private? I'm so confused. I don't know what you mean, but live, I guess? Oh, no. You mean the set? The set is live. Yeah. It's not like a preview stream or something. The set is up for everyone. Nothing great. Yeah, we'll take Hullbraider. Well, more card draw. What does this do? Double red to pump it. 3/3 flyer. Can only block creatures with flying. Double red to pump. Let's just take more card draw. When in doubt, draw some cards. How did Green White Trop finished by getting pretty mana screwed? 2-1 technically, sadly. This deck is looking a little pily. In a wonderful way. Just realized you can build a Jeskai pie with Gritty Gist, Dreamstalker, and a bounce to hand payoff. Yeah, that would be sweet. This is only really good if you have a bunch of white mana, and we don't. I'll take the big sliver, I guess. Lost Oromancers doesn't do anything. Yeah, I guess maybe it's finally Dreamstalker time. Illusion Charm. Huh. So what is... Wow, Search. Okay. So our mana's good. We just need ways to close out the game. That's the problem. Seth, does this have the highest EV since you've started writing your articles? I think compared to the price of a box, I want to say yes. In an absolute sense, it might be 2. I think with some past... 2 Old Border Vandal Blasts in a row. That's very awkward. Two damage. Bounce a creature. I mean, that's not bad removal. Pyromancer. We just don't have a way to close out the game. More Wood Readers. What is our actual plan with this deck? So we have removal, ramp. Ramp. Fixing, ramp. So much ramp. Card draw. Removal. Huh. I just don't know how we kill people. We can draw cards and we can ramp, but how do we kill people? Sporafet! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Ooh, is this our way to kill people? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup for you. Thank you. Do we even have enough spells to ever trigger this? Not really. Can try to Madness and Reckless Worm? Reality Acid for more slow removal. Not taking Salt Blast. We learned about Salt Blast. No. Too risky. I mean, it's not horrible, but not great. I don't feel like we have enough spells for Telrand. We're like way light on spells, and we might be cutting some of them. Maybe it's just Baloth. I think Baloth is better than Phantom Worm. I think... Yeah, probably Baloth. Maybe our plan is to just like, oh yes, card draw and a big suspend creature. That's actually perfect. Dread Return is sweet. I don't know what we do with it. Okay, I mean, that's our finisher. Aeon Chronicler, I think, is our finisher. It does get very... Oh my goodness, so much card draw. If we only had a... If we only had a Laboratory Maniac, we would be there. We would be in great shape. Yeah, the Aeon Chronicler is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I wonder if Crystal Shard could work. How good is Crystal Shard? We can pick up our own Wood Readers. We can pick up Chronicler. Shard is sweet. I mean, there's also careful consideration. If we want just more card draw. Can never have too much card draw. Another Mana Tithe, but we do already have one. You think Shard? Alright, we'll try it. Maybe we'll get... Ooh. Shapeshifter is fun. Huh. Well, we can hope our opponent plays something good, and then we can copy it. I'm down for that. Another Bound in Silence. So we got plenty of removal. Okay. I mean, I kind of like this deck. We might actually just be like, bam, but it might be fine. Oh, we took 2 Mana Tides in our first draft, and they absolutely burn us. We just couldn't do anything with them, so we already got one. We already got one, and I'm afraid to take more. They are pretty risky and limited. More so than constructed, I think. Because in constructed, people have pretty, like, put together curves for the most part. So you can usually get some value out of it, but, ooh, I do like Fathom Seer. Early game blocker, pick up 2 islands, draw some cards, replay the islands. Well, this deck is... We're going to draw cards. If we do not die, this deck is going to draw a lot of cards. Whether or not that leads to us winning a game, that remains to be seen. A Tromp would have been great. Pick up our islands to save ourselves from the Geddon. If we actually play it. Ooh, Goblin Engineer. Old border. Can loop our Chromatic Star in our Prismatic Lens? Actually, another Fathom. Okay. Well, I like our plan. So this is actually going to be interesting. I kind of like this deck now. I don't know if it's good, but we can blow up lands. So we have so much card draw. We have a ridiculous amount of card draw now. This deck is kind of 5-color ramp. Somehow we keep opening these Vandal Blasts. I might just take this Vandal Blast because I want it for Commander. I think that's fine. Shadow, Suspend, Reality Acid. Reckless Worm's kind of big, and we can potentially Madness it. I don't know if we'll play it, but we'll take it. Primarch. If we kick it, we can ramp a lot. We can kick it and make it a 7/7. All right, we kind of got finishers. I mean, remember we're also playing Time Spiral Draft, though. There's only so much you can do. Ooh, we already got 3 Wood Readers. We might actually not be as crazy. The question is going to be, do we actually want all these crazy colors? Like, do we want to stick with this 5-color meme plan, or do we want to, like, hone in a bit more on... Oh, we have so many cards. We got to cut 12 cards. Now, this is pack 3. This is it. This is what we got. This is going to be tricky to put together, I think. I like the amount of cards that we can draw. So I don't actually know... All right, so one possibility. We could cut Slaughter Pack. We could cut this Trapper, not need black mana. I kind of want to play this Armageddon for the memes, even though I'm pretty sure the way to win most would be to cut the red cards and be like Bamp Ramp. Then we can cut this Chromatic Star. We can cut Evolution Charm. We can cut well, we might need Prismatic Lens. Maybe cut Edge of Autumn. We have Search for Tomorrow. So we just kind of ramp and play big things. That's the plan. Do you think Wizards will put Modern Horizon 2 on Arena? I'm pretty sure the answer is no. I wish they would. I think I would like to see all sets come to Arena, personally. All right, so this is our big finishers. I don't think Crystal Shard actually does much, so we might end up cutting it. Although I'm glad I have it, because I'm going to play that old border version. Wood Reader, so this is our card draw. This is our removal. This is our, that's our cut. Ram, fixing. Probably get rid of this Looter, actually. Like, I think this would be the correct quote-unquote deck. Like, if our goal was to try to win as much as possible, I think we play this. And we ramp and fix our mana, and we draw a ton of cards, and trust that that's going to lead to us winning. So that would be plan A. Plan B is, I kind of want to Armageddon for the memes. I don't think it's necessarily good, but we got enough fixing that we can do it. I feel like we got to put it in. I feel like we gotta have boom bust. We gotta have boom bust. What do we cut for boom bust though? Do we have too much card draw? I can't believe I'm saying those words. But we might just have. We're gonna deck ourselves, aren't we? Draws two, draws two, draws two, draws three, draws two, draws two. I do like drawing cards. Draws two. Maybe we just got this lens. Maybe it's like this. How's that look? Armageddon ramp. Armageddon ramp. All the card draw. All the ramping. Hopefully suspend some stuff. Get ahead on board in Armageddon. Eh? Eh? What do you think? I guess we could actually play more cards. I guess that's another possibility. That would help us get around the we're probably going to mill ourselves problem. I mean, are we trying to win? I'm trying to win, but I also am trying to Armageddon. A little bit from column A, a little bit from column B. I mean, if I had a choice between blowing up all the lands and losing and winning, it'd be tough. Huh. All right. Let's We could just add more cards in and then not mill out. That's not a correct strategy usually. We also don't have our mana tithe, which we probably gotta have. Maybe we're going a little bit more. Don't try this at home, kids. Please. So add a mana tithe. Add in. Maybe that's it. Prismatic Lens? Alright, Prismatic Lens mana tithe in. And we'll play like 19 lands. We can play like 2 forests, 6, 7, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. The 44 card special? I mean, so the thing is, 19 does seem high, but we have an absurd amount of card draw. Like, really, an absurd amount of card draw. Which because we have so much card draw, I think it's fine. Like, in this deck with so much card draw, I'd rather have too many lands than too few lands. Plus, going up to 44, I am a little concerned about us milling ourselves out. What worm? Reckless Worm? Alright, 46 card special. You sold me. You sold me. I take it back. It's not the 44 card special. It's the 46 card special. I think this is how... I think this is how you're supposed to play. Times Spiral Remastered Limited. Crystal Shard? Oh my god. Alright. Alright. 47 card special. 47 card special. We got there. We're never going to get into this game because you keep pointing out cards that I should add to the deck. Oh, just play full 60. We probably could get to 60. I mean, Chromatic Star is a free roll. Edge of Autumn, Evolution. I mean, we easily could. I don't think we want to, but like Chromatic Star, Edge of Autumn, Evolution Charm, those could come in. These random suspend things could come in. Tapper's actually good. Slaughter Pact. Mycoderm's fine. Looter we could play if we are not going to mill ourselves. That's actually good. We could be 60 cards. Donos for the 37th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. We'll see. If we win this round, then we'll probably stay. If we lose this round, then we might have to sideboard in some more cards to fix whatever issues we were having. We have a new donation for Rum. Ooh. All right. Well, we can ramp into hopefully harmonize and start the card drawing. From Hive Flyrant, I'm hungry and lazy. What should I get on this pizza? Ooh, anchovies and pineapples. Of course. If y'all made me eat anchovies and pineapples, you should experience the joy of anchovies and pineapples as well. The correct choice, in my opinion, is maybe pepperoni, maybe extra pepperoni, maybe a little bit of sausage or something like that, and lots of cheese. I mean, that's top tier pizza for me. Kind of boring, but that is the kind of pizza I enjoy the most. I got you, High Flyer. Right? I mean, that was a $2 donation. Of course, I pronounced your name correctly. Oh no, the rebel searching. I'll play on land, prismatic lens. Now this is gonna get interesting. Rebels. There's all the rebel tutors that we can find. If you weren't playing all formats for content, which formats do you think you'd play the most? I think the one that I would play the most compared to what I play now is Legacy. I think if I wasn't doing content, I would play a lot more Legacy than I play now. What format would I play most overall? Most likely modern, historic. I think limited I would also play a lot more than I play now. But modern, historic, and maybe like limited. I would still play standard around set releases, and I would still play it when there was like the meta was sweet. But I mean, I guess I don't play standard a ton now either. How much do I have to donate for you to play E-Tron on stream? Ugh. Ugh. A playset of Masterpiece Tron lands. Actually, I had never thought about it. I'm going to start tutoring stuff out, which makes me sad. Oh, let's just play the spider, I guess. Play the spider, pass the turn. Our removal is not great at killing rebels. I feel like rebels keep getting us. Because we haven't had... Our removal is just not lined up with it. We've had removal. It's just not removal that kills a rebel. Stonecloaker. Alright. Sure. Boot it. Yeah, we'll just run out the spider. Is fine. Wow, they picked up the rebel? Why not pick up this thing? Are you going to discard and give it first strike? I mean, if our opponent wants to spend their turn doing that, I am so fine with this trade. Sure, yes. Please. If you would like to discard a card to get rid of half of the spider, I'm on board fully. Wow, that is the hard mode removal. Wow! All right, maybe we're worrying about rebels for no reason, and our opponent's just playing this as a random 2-drop. Oh, we're gonna have to do another. We're gonna have to do another pizza stream at some point. At some point in the future, another pizza stream must happen. I'll play the land, play Dreamscape Artist, play a Shapeshifter, hit ya, pass the turn. Alright, we're getting there. Yeah, Penumbra Spider is really strong. There's like, it's on mostly on curve anyway, and then I mean it's a giant spider with 1 extra green mana, but you get it twice for the same price. It's insane. It's a very good limited card. Opponent. Whoa, are we doing it again? Taking it 1 extra damage? Psychotic episode. Okay. Alright, well, I guess our opponent gets to take our Harmonize, which is awkward. We did want to draw those cards. Our opponent's going off with this card that I've never really seen anyone play before. Rigid Kisuti. Thin crust or thick crust? It's gotta, you gotta get New York style. New York pizza. Everyone knows New York makes the best pizza. We might not be good at much, but we can make a pizza. And Buffalo can make chicken wings, apparently. Boat it. Passes. A 1, 2, 3. Discard Bound in Silence. Sack a land. Get a mountain. Get a island. Go attacking. Hit ya. Down to 14. Primarch. Go. We better not die to this. I would be disappointed. Do you know any good cheap modern decks? A 13-year-old like me can afford on Moto. Ooh, Horatio. So I usually recommend 8-Whack as a good starting deck, especially if being inexpensive is one of the goals. I'll show you the deck list in a second. All right, so I think we just pass. Oh, we have so much card draw. Where's our card draw? Where's the card draw that we are not hitting? Yeah, pass the turn. We can Madness our Reckless Worm. So there's actually been a couple of 8-Whack decks recently that have put up finishes. Yeah, this is a way to go. On Moto, it's insane. It is $10, which is about as cheap as it can get. And this is legitimately a deck that you can 5-0 leagues with. And you can do some upgrades to it, but I would 100%... it's either that or a burn deck is usually what I send people to, but 8-Whack is by far my favorite, like, starter super cheap deck on Moto. And if you practice it and you run well with it, it's definitely a deck that you can win leagues with and hopefully grind your way into a collection. So, yeah, you can't get much better than $10 on Moto. That's about as cheap as it gets. Okay. About it. Hopefully we win this race. Oh, wow, are we going to lose to them discarding random stuff? All right, Gorgon Recluse. Madness is it. Well, sure. Down to 9. Card draw, card draw. Well, let's discard Reckless Worm. Sagan Island. Madness Reckless Worm. The Reckless Worm is paying off. Get a island and a plains. Untap. Ooh, that's card draw. All right, that's card draw. 1, 2, 3, 4. For C. I'm the guy you know. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We do have to avoid death. which is getting to be a concern. How do we not die? Going well, Jaguar. How are you? So I don't think we need the island. I could see keeping Fathom Seer Chronicler. I don't feel like Crystal Shard is gonna do a whole lot. Like, our opponent's gonna have mana up. Bottom. Yeah, I just don't know if we have enough time for cool. Like, we're we're under a decent amount of pressure here. I feel like we need an answer. Well, play a morph. Go to combat. Hit ya. Like, we're kind of just dying in the air. We'd like to find another spider. Another spider would be wonderful. Updated my Step Tribal EDH deck. Ooh, sweet Crazy M. Yeah, that's definitely a cool idea. I don't know if our opponent has removal. I don't know what our opponent's doing over there, honestly. If we ever run our opponent out of cards, then this first strike your Stonecloaker doesn't do anything. Opponent. Wow, getting in with both. Alright. Block Stonecloaker. About it. Madness's Grave Scrabbler. Oh, jeez. Wow! This is gonna work! The Kitsu is going to go off and we're gonna lose. Oh no. I cannot believe this is coming together this way. Opponent Madnesses gets back the dork. Hits us to 7. Sure. Well, opponent's tapped down. We can go for a big attack. Opponent. Blight Speaker. We draw. A forest. What happens if we attack with everything? This can become a 4/4. Do we just lose on the backswing, though? So opponent blocks here. Let's say they block here, block here. Hey, what's up, Longshots? How are you? Ooh, biscuits and gravy. That sounds delicious. I'll go to combat. Big attack. About it. Well, see how they block. Gonna be close, gonna be close. Ooh, rosemary French lamb chops. That sounds, I don't know if I've ever eaten lamb chops, actually. But that does sound delicious. Huh, it's fun, Taco Cat. How are you? Opponent going to block Morph. And blocks. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so stuff trades. Opponent goes to 4. Kick a Wood Reader. Draw a couple cards. Well, got a spider for next turn. Do we die this turn? Opponent attacks. Ooh, this is right down to the end. This is so close. Ooh. Oh no. Oh, eat food that chat recommends? What would you recommend though? My one experience with this has been the pizza stream, and the recommendations are anchovies and gross stuff. During spoiler season, I think you should drop budget magic. That might make sense since we're kind of waiting for the new set. Down to 4. About it. Are we getting burnt? This game went right down to the end. Ooh, a food tour. Oh, I mean, oh, Tassiger, sweet. Well, let's flip this up. If we make this a flyer and swing with everything, I mean, that should work. Stonecloaker. No. Oh, yes. There's our Bound in Silence. 1, 2, 3. Bind the Tassiger. Go to combat. Attack. I mean, I think we're good. A food tour would be sweet, but I'm the kind of person who, when we were at GP Vegas last time, Krim wanted to go to, like, a sweet Vegas buffet. So we went to the sweet Vegas buffet and ended up eating, like, pizza and French fries. I ate some good food with you, Tano. So we went to a sweet restaurant, and we ate some interesting stuff. That was pretty good. I'll have to go on the Tano. Raw oysters. Ugh. Oh. 47 card special. Looking good that game. Run it back? Run it back. What's the worst that could happen? I did eat octopus. How are you with chili peppers? Not as bad as raw oysters. Oh, I've heard French food is good. What is the best over there, Florek? If I came over to France to have some good food, what's the first thing you'd give me? Hey, what's up, Doctor? Good to see you. Ugh. I don't really like. Oh yeah, this is draft. Draft tonight, celebrating the new set release. I don't really like seafood. Escargot. That's is that snails? It's good I can't eat non-chicken meat nor fish food, so I'm all good. Ooh, I do like meat. I like most kinds of meat. Ooh, meat tier ranking. That's a good question. Probably overall my number one meat would be chicken, but my number one meat-based food is definitely a burger. I don't think you can name a seafood that I like. I really do not like any seafood. Oh, bacon is also delicious. Gotta be crispy, though. If it's not crispy, meh. I do like cheese. Cheese is of most kinds. I'm sure there's some bad ones, but I like pretty much all kinds of cheese. I don't like, no, fish fillet at McDonald's? Nope, don't like it. Satanic pacifist, lobsters, crabs, sushi. No, no, no. It's limited tonight. Today is release day for Spiral Remastered, so we are playing our 47. Ooh, Physis. 47 card special draft deck. How many turns is this? 5. All right, so avoid playing good creatures for 5 turns. Boon it. Digging down. Satanic pacifist. Welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. Oh, shrimp. Nope. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, there's some kinds that are like passable-ish. Like, I would say, what are we getting here? Probably a plains? Let's get a plains. Get a plains. Draw a land. Play a forest. Play a penumbra spider. I mean, we're going to hit card draw eventually, because that's all our deck has. Tuna fish is, like, okay. Some kinds of fish that don't taste especially fishy aren't too bad. Oh, spare ribs are good. Spare ribs aren't fish food, though. Hey, what's up, Achilles guy? How are you? Oh, it goes well. We're checking out Spiral Remastered, one of our rare... Ooh, all right. Combo. One of our rare limited streams. I mean, opponents down to 1 card in hand, though. They've just madness themselves into oblivion. Hydra, I like the chips, Ronald Grinder. I think last time we had fish and chips, I told him to hold the fish. Just give me the fries. Give me the fries. Lutzy and Hydra, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm sure that's not how you're supposed to eat it, but... Ooh, maybe we actually try Crystal Shard to finish Fizzless removal spell. Bottom, bottom. Top, top. Ooh, Crystal Shard actually look... Well, I guess Fizzling is a little awkward because it's a token, but still, we can bounce Wood Readers every turn to draw 2 cards every turn. How do you beat it? How do you beat it? I don't think you do. Icy Knock for the 28th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yosef, I've been trying to build a Planeswalker EDH tribal deck in paper, but the Planeswalkers are randomly expensive for no reason. The only problem, the reason I probably mean the player who actively wants to run them. Yeah, Planeswalkers... They're casual favorites. I think that's one of the funniest things about Planeswalkers is even though a lot of people seem to have soured on the Planeswalker card type, if you talk to like casual players, they love them. They love them. I remember my little nephew. I keep bringing up examples of my little nephew, but first time he saw Planeswalkers, he thought it was the coolest. He wanted to know what they are, and they had so many abilities, and they look so cool. So I think that's a lot of it, is just like, there's people who spend money on Magic that don't really play in tournaments or do anything like that, and they really like Planeswalkers, and that's what it comes down to. Oh, Planeswalker deck Planeswalkers. That is the opposite problem. Take everything I just said and reverse it. The problem is no one except you buys them, exactly like you said. So they end up being really expensive because there's just not that many out there. Although, you might be able to just buy the Planeswalker deck themselves. That might be a way to go about it. Well, 1, 2, 3. Play Crystal Shard. Ooh, Ephemeron. Play Crystal Shard. Oh, we're going to grind. We're going to Old Border grind. 1, 2, 3. Bound and Silence this Imp, which is kind of obnoxious, but probably unnecessary to do that, but still. Gonna hit ya. Darrett, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think it's actually probably going to save you money to look around for the decks. Look on like eBay or Amazon, places like that. $50 a piece. Oh, geez. What ones are you looking for? Chuck Gosling, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How bad was Twitter to you today talking about Commander? Oh, oh, people are riled up, but I enjoy hearing other people's opinions. So honestly, like, if people want to tell me I'm wrong and that they think I'm an idiot and that, oh, I think we take 4. I really want to save this Wood Readers. Oh, 6 rather. I think we take 6, I mean. But yeah, I like conversations about Magic, stuff like that. So even though some people disagree with me, I thought it was a good conversation. We will not pay 1. Pick up Wood Readers. Play a land. Wood Readers with Kicker. Draw a couple of... We've drawn a lot of lands. Draw a couple of cards. Oh! This 47 land special. And this Ephemeron's coming. We're going to have to find something. How many lands are left in our deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. We've got most of them out of our deck. All right, do it again. Pick up Wood Raiders. Crystal Shard's sweet, though. Pick it up. Mana Tithe, not looking super helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Wood Readers with Kicker. Draw a couple cards. Play the land. How do we avoid dying to this flyer? Well, I guess we can take 1 hit and then Bound and Silence it. Ugh. All right, pass the turn. Actually, does Mana Tithe matter? All right, pass the turn. Discard some of our truly infinite lands. So, you're one of the few public-facing people who still seems to enjoy being on Twitter. I mean, I like interacting with the community. Like, I actively enjoy that. And, I mean, I'm sure I'm, like, lucky in a lot of ways and I think part of it is, honestly, I think part of it is growing up. Where I talked before, I grew up as as the oldest of about 1 million kids in my family. So I'm used to talking to a lot of different people and there being a lot of noise and a lot of people just constantly yelling and sharing their opinions and so forth. So I don't know. I guess I'm just kind of like used to that. So Twitter is honestly anything anyone can say on Twitter. That's nothing that any of my little brothers have probably done to me like 20 times already. So it's nothing compared to that. But yeah, I mean, I just try to have fun with it, and hopefully it comes across that way. Like, I just like to joke around. I'm amazingly lucky, incredibly lucky. I get to play Magic and hang out with all of you. That's what I get to do. Like, I am super blessed, super lucky. So I just try to have fun with it. That's my theory. So if someone gets mad like about something, if it's something that I think I'm doing that's actually wrong, then I definitely want to get that feedback. But if it's about Magic stuff, like for me, that's just like all in good fun. Is as long as it's Magic related and not hurting anyone. Like, share your opinions and have fun with it. Essentially. That's probably part of it too. Like, you all are amazing community, and I think it really blows me away because I've heard so much from so many people about how horrible Twitch chat can be, how racist and misogynistic, and you name a bad thing, and Twitch chat can be that, and Twitch chat can be that. Like, I have definitely watched random streams and seen people doing horrible things, and I'm sure part of it is because I'm a guy and I'm white and all that stuff. Like, I'm sure that's part of why other people have it worse than me, but I think you all are amazing for a Twitch chat. Like, it really, for years and years, it has blown my mind how respectful and how kind you are to me and to others. So definitely shout out to all of you, because It definitely blows my mind. And I think it's also, I think it does go back to the streamer to some extent too. Like if you're the kind of streamer who's having like heated gamer moments and, you know, that's kind of your atmosphere, your chat's gonna follow along with how, with how you act to some extent. They're gonna pick up on those cues. So, I guess I try to also set that example. I guess it's kind of easy because that's just kind of my personality too. But yeah, so shout out to all of you for being awesome. What do we do? So this ephemeron's coming down. I guess the answer is draw cards. The answer is always draw 2 cards. That's what it always is. Wood reader, draw 2. Now we can cast our own ephemeron next turn. Well, play Dreamscape Artist. Play a land. Hit you for 1. I mean, maybe this is going to work. This might actually be working. Oh, well, thank you, Dryce. Are you ever going to do a Commander video for the MTG Goldfish YouTube? So I do Commander Clash, and I do the Commander podcast, and then occasionally do like random videos. I've been doing a lot more top 10 videos and like non-gameplay videos on the main YouTube, so there will be some on the Commander channel, but there's a pretty good top 10 coming out later this week, which I'm excited about. I mentioned it before, top 10 cards that you creatures that you probably won't believe actually used to be good. And I think it's kind of a funny video topic. Because oh my goodness, it still blows my mind. It still blows my mind, the creatures that people played back in the 90s. Donos with the gift sub to Chard Spark. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. For my Against the Odds Legacy deck, on a scale of 1 to 10, how decent is it? Ooh, so how do you define decent, Sinos? So as an Against the Odds deck, I would score it pretty highly on a scale of 1 to 10. I think it is unique, and I think the combo is going to be really sweet when it goes off. So as far as being an Against the Odds deck, I would score it highly. As far as actually being competitive, Legacy is a tough format. So the challenge of combos in Legacy... Wow, they're going to pack to negation today. Okay. So the problem with combos in Legacy... Oh no. Oh dear. This is actually really bad. Pack to negation! Oh, now we're going to time out? We've been talking way too much, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So suspend this for 1 turn. And go attacking. So opponent's got to pay for that. Pact to negation was huge. So we need to find an answer to this ephemeron, and we have 1 turn. So opponent's got to pay for the pact. No one forgets on Moto. Well, this could be super close. Can you recommend a Richard behind the scenes process video? Would be great to see the editor, artist, and whatnot in their glory, especially the great work with intros. Ooh, that is a really cool idea. The intros are definitely awesome. What do you think of those, Tanos? Are you a fan? I know we had talked before about the gameplay intros, and a lot of people did not like the gameplay intros. And if I'm being completely honest, I didn't especially like the gameplay intros. But I really like the new intros. I think the new intros are a really sweet addition. Wow, we're at 2. All right, so discard a land, sack a land, get an island. We have 1 Bound in Silence. We have some card draw. Well, we'll see. Pick up a Wood Readers. No. Untap. Here comes Chronicler. Off Suspend, we draw a card. It's another Dreamscape artist. Oh, cast Chronicler. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Oh, it's more lads. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Kick the Wood Readers. Come on. Come on. Cast. Actually. Wow, we'll see. It's going to depend on if they have removal, I think. Play the island. Oh, we should have attacked first. Play the island. Go to combat. Attack you. Attack you. Opponent. Yeah, this has been very interesting. Oh, this is so interesting. I don't like the gameplay intros, play the game, but appreciate the meme intros. Yeah, I think the meme intros, I don't always even get all of them. Our editor knows all that stuff, so I just go with the editor's take, because the editor knows all the memes. So some of them I get and I think are hilarious. Other of them, I'm like, I don't really get it, but I still think it's kind of hilarious. But I think it's way better than spoiling gameplay. And I think that's been the general feedback from everyone in the comments too. Maybe we morph it for the surprise. All right, morph and go. We really need to win this game, because if we don't, we might time out in the next one. This is we're talking a lot, which is part of it, but this has ended up going long. Opponent, combat. Attacks. Well, turn it up. Copy you. Block you. Opponent discards a Recluse. Well, we will pick up Ephemeron. Oh, no, we will not pay. Back to the hand. The Ghost of deck faded. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When are we doing a drinking stream? Preferably with Meme or Dream. That would be interesting, because I'm not a drinker. I haven't been a drinker in a long time. So it would not take much for me to end up pretty sloppy, I guess. Stay at 2. It might go against our family-friendly environment. Opponent passes. Ooh, Bound in Silence. Is that game? Is that game? Bound in Silence. Wow. It took most of our million cards to get there. Get in there. Can't block. Can't block. GG. 47 card special coming through. That was good. That was good. That was an interesting game. We almost timed out, but we went 2-0. I mean, what do you... a drinking stream. So, you know what would be funny? You know what I think would be funny is a drinking commander clash. That I could get behind. Sell Tomer and Krim and Richard on it, and I would definitely do that. I think I don't know about doing it by myself just because I'm not much of a drinker. If I was a drinker, then I would get behind it. But I think a drunk commander clash would be actually super hilarious. That's like I think the perfect environment for it. We have a new donation from Darice, $20 donation. Hey, Seth, I spent years watching the replays of your stream. I was in college, at work, and doing school, so I'm glad that now I've graduated. I have the ability to watch your stream and give back. Thanks for all the amazing work. Well, Darice, congratulations on graduating. I don't know when that was, but congratulations, and thank you for the kind words, and thank you for the donation. I definitely appreciate it. Oh. Do you think it would be funny? Would you want a drinking stream? Knowing that I'm not someone who really drinks much? Well, Island go. Tummer doesn't drink either. Yeah, I guess then it would be fair. That would make Commander Clash more fair. Like, if neither Tomer or I drink, then we're on an even playing field. I don't know. Are people drinking on EDH and chill? I haven't. I guess I don't know. I can't see people on EDH and chill. Oh, that's uncomfortable. Missing land drop's not great. Well, I guess we gotta pass. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, we needed one more land and we'd be in business, but now we're going to get cloud skated and they're going to bounce lands and we're in trouble. Are you not allowed to drink on Twitch? Interesting. I mean, the other thing I would worry about is I try to keep it pretty PG-13 and family friendly. I don't know if that would go against it or not, honestly. Maybe it's fine. Is a special. Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! It happened. It took 2.5 drafts. But you've been manatized, and we draw the land. All right. Well, pass the turn. All right. Yeah. So if our opponent goes to bounce a land, we can sack whatever land they bounce. If they don't bounce a land and they bounce Dreamscape, then we still do it. Ooh, opponent. Fizzled. We will discard Baloth. Sack a land. Oh, that was good. That was real good. Get a forest. Get a island. All right. Nice Riftwing Cloudscape. We got another new donation from Team Sinos. $5 donation. I blame you and Loading Ready Run for sparking my MTG career back in Theros block. Keep it up, and I might end up building a library of like 20 of your Gets Odds decks for Magic Fest and Chill. That's something I would love to do. I should actually do that. I should build some Gets Odds decks to just bring with me to events and have people play. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. Can we draw land? We can. So 1, 2, 3, sack. How do we avoid dying? So 1, 2, 3, we sack a plains. We get 2 more lands. We discard Boom Bust. It's gotta be Boom Bust. Discard Boom Bust. Crystal Shard bounce the 5-drop. All right, discard Boom Bust. Yes, opponent. We have a Boom Bust. That's a thing that we have. Get a forest. Get an island. Play an island. Crystal Shard. Opponent, would you like to pay 1? Got him! Pollen Commander Clash could be fun too. When do you think Magic Effects are going to start again? Worst case would be 2022, I think. We've heard kind of mixed things from Wizards. So one thing we've heard from Wizards is paper tournaments, or big paper tournaments like that, not happening this year. But then we also heard Wizard or Hasbro CEO say hopefully by like the second half of the year there'd be able to be some paper tournaments. It'll probably also depend on the place. I think that strangely, or maybe I don't know if it's strange or not, but I think that US is ahead of some other countries last time I looked at the stats as far as vaccinations. So I think in the US it's pretty reasonable that everyone who wants to be vaccinated and doesn't opt out, and you definitely should get vaccinated. I already got my first shot. I'm going to get my second one. I'm like counting down the days. 2 weeks. I got to wait 2 more weeks, but you definitely should do it if you can. And you don't have some health condition that prevents you to do it. But anyway, I think that we're going to be at a point where so many people have been vaccinated. I think it's actually possible that we could have it back this year. I don't think it's impossible. I don't know if it's likely, but I don't think it's impossible. Let's grab a. Grab a mountain. Bound in Silence, Riftwing. Or just trying to stay alive, essentially. But, I mean, it's also going to depend on a lot of factors. So, it's definitely possible that we don't get Magic tournaments this year. I think the safe bet is probably not until next year. But, like I said, I think that there's an outside chance. I think we'll start to see some stuff happening this year. Whether or not we have Magic. Oh. Yeah, that's bad. Whether or not we have actual Magic Fest, that's up for debate. But I don't know. I was noticing, like, they're starting to reschedule concerts and, like, conventions for like the end of the summer, September, like some festivals are selling tickets. So it seems like the way things are going here in the US, it seems like they're planning on that stuff kind of at least starting to open back up towards the end of the summer or fall. I was actually looking at one. I've been dying for some live music. I love going to concerts. It's been a long time since I've been able to go to a concert, but I'm thinking maybe. I mean, I'm going to be vaccinated, and I'm hoping other people will be. But I'm kind of considering going to a festival this summer. Maybe the end of the summer. I might go to summer camp. I don't know. Has anyone went to summer camp? I've never actually went to summer camp. Ween is why I'm interested in going to summer camp primarily. Summer camp is in Chicago. I mean, and it's all up in the air. Like, if it's not safe, I'm not going to. I wouldn't do it. But if most people have been vaccinated and cases are going down, I don't think it's impossible that by the end of August I would be ready to go to a festival or something. Hey, see ya, Ratio. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. Blinks. Yeah, we're just getting ground out by this. Riftwing Cloudskate's a legit card. Huh. Do we have a way to stop a Riftwing Cloudskate? Not really. Maybe we gotta bring in the Slaughter. Let's bring in the Slaughter Pact and a Swamp. We need a way to just straight up kill that, because our Bounded Silences are great, but they don't stop. They don't stop the blink effects in the Cloudskate. Do I like pop punk? I used to listen to some pop punk. I guess I kind of still like some of it, just for nostalgia reasons. But It's been a long time since I've actively listened to it. But I definitely used to. I remember seeing a lot of pop punk bands a long time ago. Bowling for I remember like Bowling for Soup and Sum 41 and Blink 182, like all that kind of stuff. It's stuff that I kind of listened to growing up. Ooh, Rock USA. I'll have to look it up, Team Senzo, and see who's playing. I think that's the main thing. The main reason I want to go to summer camp is I really like Ween, and I haven't seen Ween in a while, and I think it would be fun to see Ween. I'll have to look up Rock USA. Armor Seekers. Well, let's play the spider. Pass the turn. Is this the last draft for today? I think so. We still have another round after this, so I assume this will be the last one for the day. That's my expectation at the moment. Opponent's going aggro. Yeah. He goes and hits us. Well, alright. Let's just suspend this. We can use removal next turn. So suspend Chronicler past the turn. Kind of getting punished by aggro here. Dogamith with a gift sub to the Asian Avenger. Hey, what's up, Grim? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Session road trip where he finds people willing to host him for the night and become a traveling MTG street bard. I always thought it would be really fun to travel around and just go state to state and go to different local game stores and just like play some games with people and film it. And I don't know how interesting of a content that would be. Probably not super interesting to people who aren't there, but I always thought that would be super fun. Just like drive around to different LGSs, meet people, and then catch some shows in between in the various cities. Oh boy, that's a lot of lands. Well, wow, that's a lot of lands. Even more than I realized. So many lands. I'll go to combat. Chronicler you. I mean, I think, so we're seeing a reason why people don't play more than 40 cards, and the reason is it adds inconsistency. And limited decks don't necessarily have a way to make up for that. So if we just flat out and we don't hit our ample card draw, I mean, in this game, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've drawn 10 cards, 10 lands out of not that many more than 10 cards. 1, 2, 3 non-lands. Which is, that's tough. There's not a whole lot to do about that, really. Other than lose. Yeah, that's a big one. Well, pass the turn. Make that 11 lands and 3 non-lands. And opponent's got the blink. Opponent, on the other hand, his hit card draw and drawn many non-lands. So our 46 card special. This is an example why you shouldn't actually do that. Should do it when you retire from Goldfish. Call it Musin and Magic. Jeez. All right. Sure. Well, I mean, we can't do anything about this. We've just the ultimate flood. We can pull up the calculator. My guess is it's pretty unlucky, but yeah, let's see. So 47 cards, 20 lands. Sample size was 14. 11 were lands. Yeah, one in a 100-ish. So yeah, I mean. Yeah, 1 in 1,000. Not very likely to draw 11 lands. I had the best time when I was visiting some places from the States from Canada. I had to go to a local game store and meet cool people. Yeah, it's definitely fun to meet Magic players. 1 in 1,000, yeah. So, pretty unlucky. Yeah, so we're guaranteed not to have that happen for another 1,000 games because that's how probability works, of course. So we should be good. We should run wonderfully this match and finish with a 2-1. Huh. Okay. Well, some green mana would be nice. Would not give opponent has it. Forest and I mean green is the color we have the most of. And blue is where our fixing is, if we can find it. The other thing is with playing more than 40 cards, it decreases odds that we find our ram spells, which is awkward. Oh, slivers. First time we've seen slivers. Put it. More islands, eh? Yep. Fathom Seer the sad way. Green mana. For turn 2 token deck I built, Manamorphose is good replacement for Simian Spirit Guide. You are mana neutral but draw cards. Yeah, that seems like a good replacement for Simian Spirit Guide. Outside of like rituals, which I don't know if you'd want those. Opponent, Evolution Charm, sure. Also playing many colors. And passing. And land. Green. We're not a is it deck. We're not a is it deck. One of the things that cracks me up most about Standard these days is how many people's brews are just adventures with jeez daggers. We draw our one of like 2 forests, but not one of our million, or one of 2 planes, but not one of our million forests. About it. Easily hitting all 5 colors. Watcher Sliver Part 2. Elvish Mystic. Well, we're going to need to be able to start casting things, or we are going to lose. As simple as that. Opponent hits us, down to 18. Green mana. Well, I mean, in theory, Dreamscape Artist can fight his green mana next turn. Is that even going to be fast enough? I'm not sure that it is. And if it dies, we're out of luck. Opponent, land. And Incrementic Star, sure. I mean, maybe we'll be fine. Opponent goes attacking. Hits us. Mono green Jeskai. Not the most competitive archetype. Down to 14. About it. Last card, something else big. Opponent. Trying to figure out how to cast their spells. Yeah, I mean, pack one, pick one Sliver Legion, I guess, would be a reason to take all the slivers and then try to make the mana work. Okay, Conflagrate. Oh, now that we have fixing, we draw green mana. 1, 2, 3. Discard an island. Sack an island. Get 2 forests. Play Penumbra Spider. Play a land past the turn. Ooh. Well, we gotta hope our opponent fizzles, draws some lands. There is not a all-color sliver land in this set. Opponent sacks a Chromatic Star to draw a card. And draws a... Oh! Wow. Okay, opponents. Yeah, this is janky. Goes attacking. Yeah, they might have us. I can't believe this is working out for our opponent, but it is. We just didn't do anything for so many turns. That makes it very difficult. Well, discard Dreamscape Artist. Sack a land. Yeah. Well, get some lands. Wood Reader. It's not like we have a Wrath or anything, so I think this is just too slow of a start. If we Bound and Silence a Sliver, they just sack it to blow up our stuff. We can't kill anything because they drew double Watcher Sliver. Opponent. Top decks. Dormant Sliver. Draws a card. Sure. Sure. All right. Fair enough. Let's go to game 2. I mean, the problem there is pretty simple. We didn't have the ability to cast things for many turns. All right. We get to play first. We're a 46 card deck, but we definitely shouldn't be if our goal is to win. It's fun and funny, but not competitive. Just too inconsistent. That's the reason why you always play 60 cards or 40 cards is consistency is just too big of an issue. Chromatic Star for our opponent. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Is this going to be another 1 in 1,000? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We only got to draw 7 more lands in a row. What happens when you have a 1 in 1,000 2 out of 3 games? That's got to be impossible. Statistically impossible. Opponent going to charge up a Fungal Reaches. We draw. All right. So we're back to the land plan. There's another one. We're getting there. 6 more. Come on, 6 more. I mean, I guess it depends on your reason. So I guess it all comes down to being whether you're trying to be competitive or not as well. Like, is your goal to win as much, or is it to play fun cards that you want to play with? And I think that has a pretty major impact on what will be correct for you. From the perspective of I'm trying to win as much as possible, 41 cards would you'd have to have a reason for it. I've heard some weird reasons of like, you can't get the math exactly right with your curve and how many lands you want. So that's a way to kind of you play 18 lands and 41 cards, and that like shifts the math slightly towards having more than 17 lands, but not as much like, so I've heard some weird kind of convoluted reasons like that. Whether or not those are, I guess they're probably mathematically correct, but whether or not they're actually worth it is another question. But I think as a general rule, if you always play 40 cards or you always play, wow, I can't believe this is working out for our opponent. If you always play 40 cards or you always play 60 cards, you will be successful with that technique way more than you will not be. Well, Penumbra Spider. Play a land past the turn. Opponent. You think 20 lands is too much for a 46 card deck? I don't know. We have so much card draw that I think we'd rather, I think given the choice, we would rather have too many lands than too few lands. Because our deck has so many card draw spells that Mana Screw should theoretically be a much bigger concern than Mana Flood. Of course, when we keep drawing 11 lands out of 13 cards. Neo Yusa, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, playing a land. Suspend a Chronicler, I guess. Pass the turn. Opponent's just going... Oh, they've had their Necrotic Sliver every game, and that is a problematic sliver for us to deal with. Doc Geo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. About it. Yeah, Necrotic Sliver is definitely one of the best slivers, I think. In Limited. Being able to trade in your jank and kill anything repeatedly, it makes all your bad slivers a little less bad. Yeah, here we go again. Opponent sacks a thing, kills our stuff. Goes attacking. See, it's getting obnoxious. Like, this Necrotic Sliver is just dominating this game all by itself. Opponent hits us down to 11. And passes. Well, draw a card. Maybe just all this enchantment-based removal is not good enough. Well, I guess we don't even need to play Prismatic Lens, I don't think. Well, suspend or morph a shapeshifter, play a land, pass the turn. Stay on defense. Hope we can kill a Necrotic Sliver. Opponent plays a land. Finds another sliver. Goes to combat. Attacks. Well, we are going to double block this Necrotic Sliver. Does our opponent have a trick? Well, unmorph. Copy the spider. Can we beat a Necrotic Sliver? That's the question. I mean, if we can get rid of this Necrotic Sliver, then we're in good shape. Like, then we'll draw cards and we'll win the late game because we have so much card draw that we'll hit eventually. But we gotta survive this Necrotic Sliver. Opponent finds a Watcher Sliver. Wow. Sweet mother. Wow. Okay. Well, sure. We draw more lands. Chronicler. Alright, some card draw finally. Draw some cards. Play a land. Play Dreamscape Artist. I mean, I guess the other thing is we could just Armageddon. Armageddon away our opponent's lands, and then you can't activate a Necrotic Sliver if you don't got any lands. Watcher Sliver. Opponent. Do we win if we Armageddon is the question. Ooh. So we can suspend the Baloth. We can blow up all the lands. I mean, we came here to Armageddon, right? That was our plan. So play Lens. Suspend Baloth. Bust. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. All right. That's one way to answer a necrotic sliver. Pass the turn. Whether or not this leads to us winning the game or losing the game remains to be seen. About it. Goes to combat. No attacks. Take down the Baloth. Pass the turn. Oh, hey, what's up, Suzuki? It's fun. It's definitely fun. We just Armageddon in limited. I don't know if we win or lose as a result, but it was sweet. Drawing a land would be fine. 4C. Well, the downside of drawing all those lands earlier is I guess we're less likely to draw them now. Although not doing anything does grow this Chronicler. Opponent. Passing. And eventually we get the Baloth. Take it down. Crystal Shard. I'll pass the turn. We're ahead on cards. We're ahead on cards if it comes down to that. Oh, opponent draws a land. We have 20 lands. Baloth thinking down. Okay, not a land. Come on now. You gotta be kidding me. No way. Well, here comes Baloth. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe our opponent's drawn 2 lands and we've drawn 0, even though we presumably have way more lands. Well, sure. Yeah, and that's a Sliver Lord off the top to go along with 3 lands in a row. Well, that does it. Well, I mean, I guess that's the risk you take. Yeah. Sometimes we cannot draw lands. Other times we cannot not draw lands, apparently. And this is one of those cannot not draw lands. The problem is once we lose our stuff, we can't win. And our opponent, I'm surprised they're not just like throwing throw all your creatures in front. You lose 1 creature and you kill our Aeon Chronicler. Like, block. What are we going to do? You lose your worst sliver. We lose our only threat. So I'm kind of shocked that our opponent is not blocking in a way that just wins them the game. But I guess they win the game anyway because they're drawing lands. I mean, our opponent should just throw everything in front of it and kill our 7/7 with a Spinneret Sliver for minimal loss. But I guess our opponent has not figured that out. So that's the reason why I think... Like, our opponent could have done that last turn, lost the same exact sliver, not spent 3 mana, with 0 risk, just by blocking with multiple creatures. But, I mean, I guess this plan works too, somehow, sort of, about it. So that's why I mean, I guess we should just realize that maybe, I don't know, maybe our opponent, I don't know. I guess we should have realized that our opponent's on a different level, maybe. Yeah, I don't know what they're playing around. Hey, they appear to have figured it out. And we will begin the discarding the hand size part of the game. Well, sure. Hmm. Fair enough. I gotta say, I'm a little salty that our 20 land deck did not draw land for 10 turns after we flooded out in the last game and drew 11 lands out of 14 cards, while our opponent drew 4 lands perfectly. Well, that was I mean, we blew up all their lands, so we sent the message. So we played some really janky decks today. We did janky fun things. It was definitely fun. As far as trying to win, don't try the things we tried today. We were just doing janky fun stuff that you wouldn't actually do competitively. But Time Spiral Remastered is a really fun format. There's a lot of cool archetypes. You can do a lot of different things. So if you got some free time, you want to check it out, Moto's a good way to try it. So, but on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our Time Spiral Remastered Limited stream. So, I mean, yeah, we didn't win, but we got to Armageddon in Limited. We got to Mana Tithe in Limited. So I think that counts as a win on some level. Most importantly, got to hang out with all of you, which is always a win. So good news is, even though it's Thursday, usually the last stream of the week, this week it is not. We have another stream tomorrow, 6 Eastern, Commander channel on Tomer's stream, playing some Time Spiral Remastered themed Commander with Gavin from Wizards and Tomer and Crim and I. So check that out for some Commander action tomorrow. It should be fun. Otherwise, 6 p.m. Eastern time. So the same time we started tonight, actually. Well, it'll be essentially the same time as tonight's stream was. So, otherwise, yeah, check out the YouTube. Tons of stuff going up on there. Tomorrow's Mucha Brew goes up at noon. It's really sweet. Replay YouTube if you want to find the old streams, and of course our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you can get them at timespiral.com. You can get them at cardkingdom.com. Time Spiral Remastered, Swamp, Turn Timber Symbiosis, and anything else. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes and they'll hook you up. Most importantly, thank you to all of you for being awesome and amazing, hanging out for some Limited tonight. So I'll see you tomorrow night for Commander. Otherwise, planning on streaming Monday. Spoilers don't start till later in the week. Back to some sweet Constructed, I think. So until then, everyone, have a great night. Hopefully see you tomorrow for some Commander. If not, I'll see you on Monday. Have a great weekend, and I will talk to you soon.